Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. It's the end of another long mother humping day, and you know what? I am sick and I am tired of you damn eagle cockroaches, as well as all you talking ass heads. I'm sick and tired of you guys talking about my quarterback, Dak Prescott. You know, he's not elite, he's just average, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me define something here for you guys because you guys must not understand what average means. Average. Average is defined as a value found by adding all of the numbers in a set together and then dividing them by the quantity of the number in the set. That's how you get average. Now, let me explain to you what's average, because if you go to Pro Football Reference, you can go through and get statistics on anything you want. You can compare numbers from one player to another. So here is what the year of 2021 average of all the teams, average yards per game, 228 yards. TDs per team, average, 1.5 per game. Interceptions, 0.80. Completion percentage, 0.64. Yards average, 7.1. Rating, 90.8. Sacks, 2.3 sacks per game. That is the average of all of the teams out there. All of them. Seriously. That's the best. That's the worst. You add up all the numbers and you divide by 32. Okay? If the average yards per quarterback in the NFL is 228, how is it that Dak Prescott, an average quarterback, averages 280? 52 yards more than the average. Are you listening? Look, you. Are you listening? I know it's going to blow right past you because I know that numbers, you're just too stupid to understand numbers. But if the average is 1.5 TD passes per game, how is it Dak Prescott averages 2.31, 0.81, which is almost a full touchdown pass more than average? Interceptions, zero point 0.8. That's almost like one. Okay? It's almost like one per game. Dak is like 0.62. That's like a half per game. Completion percentage. The average quarterback is 0.64. Dak is 0.688. 4 percentage points higher than average. Yards per completion, 7.1 is average. Dak, 7.5, almost a half yard more than average. Rating, average, 90.8. Dak, 99.6. That's 8.8 points percentage higher than average. Sacks, 2.3 per game. Dak, 1.87. It's almost a half a sack less than average. So, okay, I hear what you're saying. You're like, well, big deal. Well, let me ask you this. Let's actually break down something here. This season, Dak Prescott had 37 touchdown passes. 37. That's the exact same number that Pat Mahomes had this year. The exact same number as the reigning MVP had, 37. Do you know how many quarterbacks have actually thrown more touchdown passes than 37? 37 or more? Let me give you the list. Peyton Manning. These are quarterbacks that have thrown 37 or more. This is the list. It's going to be a long list, isn't it? No, it's not. Peyton Manning, of course. Tom Brady, of course. Pat Mahomes, of course. Dan Marino, of course. Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Matthew Stafford, Kurt Warner, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, Dante Culpepper, Brett Favre, Justin Houston, Matt Ryan, Josh Allen, and Dak Prescott. How many bum-ass quarterbacks are on that list? Seriously. How many average quarterbacks are on that list? You know, the Carson Wentz's, the Jalen Hurts, the Jared Goffs. They're not. We're talking about 17 guys. I know what you're about to say, but dude, you know, they didn't throw that much back in the day, you know, with Roger Staubach and Troy Aikman. I'll give you that. But how about this? How about this right now? Let's say the last 20 years, because that's when Tom Brady's been in here. Let's just say the last 20 years. There's 32 quarterbacks, right? 32 quarterbacks. If we take 32 teams, right? And we take 20 years and we multiply that out. So that's 640 seasons, you know, teams having a season. Funny. The top 17 are right here. Out of the last 20 years. Top 17. I don't see any Ryan Fitzpatrick's on here. I don't see any Nick Foles or Jay Cutler's, do I? Okay, all right, fine. Touchdown passes. How about this? This year he had 4,400 some odd yards. Would you believe that there's only been, in the history of football, 71 seasons that people have thrown more passes than that? And some of those are multiples, because we'll say Drew Brees. But how about this? Because Dak actually had another season with 4,900 and some odd yards. 1 yard behind Tony Romo. Let me give you the list of players that have actually thrown more yards than that season. 4,900 and I can't remember. I think 03 or 05, something like that. The list of players that have actually thrown more yards in a season than that: Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger. The one that's a surprise is Jameis Winston. I'm surprised that he's actually thrown for more than 4,905 yards. Pat Mahomes, Dan Marino, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Matt Ryan, Kirk Cousins, and Tony Romo. That's it. I don't see, with the exception of Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston isn't in the other list, and neither is Kirk Cousins. They threw a lot of yards, but they didn't get the touchdowns. Dak threw a lot of yards, and he got the touchdowns. He's on both lists. So to go around and say he's just an average quarterback, I'm sorry. 37 fucking touchdowns is 37 fucking touchdowns. Sorry, Dad. And 4,905 yards is 4,905 yards. It's a lot of yards. And if you're telling me out of all of the quarterbacks that have ever played games that there's only 12 that have actually had a season where they threw more yards than that, how is that average? The hate is real. The hate is real. You're either deaf, dumb, or blind if you honestly believe, like some Eagle fans last night said, that Carson Wentz and Jalen Hurts are both better than Dak Prescott. You could put the two of those jackasses together, and they're not better than Dak Prescott. Seriously. Y'all make me sick. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope you're having a great night. When I get tired, I get hangry. And what I wouldn't do for a damn Snickers bar right now. Peace.